I'm Morgan Delaney, author of dark, strange and fantastic fiction, and coming up in this episode, luckily a neighbour's dog died answering our prayers. Would the baby hold a grudge? It was perfect. Plus it gave the cat something to look at. Cat Corner. It's his own fault, said my wife, as she dropped the baby into the fish tank behind the couch in the front room. Naturally, I agreed. What else should we do with a child who sneaks out of the womb so early he's barely more than a fish? Speaking of which, he soon ate the other fish and then grew legs, and then he did his best to escape, despite having his own lovely little plastic castle and treasure chest to swim around in the tank. As soon as he was big enough, he'd crouch on the gravel at the bottom of the tank and then try heaving the lid off. We had to break his legs to stop him. It was for his own good. Who knows what the cat might have done if she got her claws on him. Still, he soon grew much larger than a normal baby, all that swimming, and we knew we had to do something. But we had so many other things to worry about. For one, was it fair to the cat to introduce such a strange, willful child into the household? What would the neighbours say if we suddenly owned a new, well-muscled baby, and would the baby hold a grudge for the fish tank and the broken legs? Luckily, a neighbour's dog died answering our prayers. I had been thinking about taking the child to the vet. He had been staring at us for hours on end, begging to be let out of the tank, which he now more or less filled with his limbs folded together awkwardly over his plastic castle. Lord knows how he learned to talk, unless he had picked it up from watching us. It made my skin crawl to think how intently he must have been staring at us all this time. We bought our neighbour's kennel, painted it a charming fresh blue, and then bought the child an animal, a dog onesie, to stop people talking. It was perfect. He could be an outdoor child. Fresh air is good for children, isn't it? Plus it gave the cat something to look at. She'd stare outside at the dog for hours with a funny expression on her face, perhaps jealous of his freedom. She knew better than to say anything and complain, however. We'd kept her on a strict diet all her life, and she would still fit in the fish tank. And that's what happened. All right, I do hope that helps you somehow. It is certainly a weight off my mind to have told you. In fact, perhaps it's too much weight off my mind. I'm starting to spin. Oh no!